Ladies and gentlemen, we are here at Baragwanath Hospital, Ben's Awareness with Ilosan. NBS is in the house. CEOs, nurses, future CEOs, I hope you guys are ready to go through this awareness. And don't forget, subscribe, like, and share, and comment. We're gonna have a great day today. Stay tuned, let's go. Ben's Awareness, and we are here with another lady. Tell me about yourself, ma'am. Your name?
My name is Letitia Kwabeni. I'm the assistant manager for Ben's unit in ICU in Baragwanath Hospital.
Beautiful, beautiful. Now, obviously, Bens are very, intense. Like, we see this, with everything that everybody is telling us about the processes, how people get banned, the issues that they see. What is that first thing that you actually do to inspire nurses to go through healing those people?
During their training, they are trained to nurse every other situation.
Beautiful, beautiful.
That is why we coped well during COVID and we survived. Because our
South
training
Africa was one of
is
the
so
best
intense.
survivors.
And South Africa has got the best nurses, which are
Beautiful.
recognized worldwide.
Nice.
Yes, that's
nice.
why you find nurses going to Saudi, going to UK, because of the intense training that we get. So in our training, there's trauma. So we're able to cope with all the wounds, gunshots, bends, steps, and on.
Beautiful. Now, we can tell the community, guys, please be aware of the Brahma stuff, be aware of this. But I need you to also tell us that one thing that we're not aware, that nurses suffer from when they have to go through this process, so that maybe we can have sympathy for them and say, we gotta make sure how do we keep these things safe. What is that one thing they suffer from most?
When you nurse a pediatric patient, it becomes your son or your daughter. And you just imagine and see the child crying and crying and crying with pain. It's not like an adult. An adult
Absolutely.
can at least cope with the pain, unlike the kids. And it's very difficult when you have to deal with the kids, because you have to be patient with that child.
Wow.
They are in pain.
Yeah.
They need their parents.
Hey,
So you have to be very, very
now you become a
patient
parent.
and become a parent to that child.
Wow.
And try and make that area as homely as you possibly
possible.
can.
What is that one thing that you guys see in the wards, right? The one cause of the bends or the fire that everybody, like, okay, so there's promo stoves, there's water that falls on kids, there's candles, but that common one that everybody comes with and say, this is why my son bent, or this is why I bent.
Okay. It's different from adults and kids. Kids mostly is water. Whether they just went into the bath before the mother pulls that water, so they get bent. Because when they see that bath, they just rush to that.
Absolutely.
Whether it's cooled or not. So we're educating the community to please start with cold water.
Absolutely.
And then you come with hot water, so that no mistakes can happen.
It makes sense. Yeah.
And also, because of our communities, we are from very poor communities. It's a one room or a two room. Everything is just around here. There's stove, there's what here. So you're boiling water for tea or you're boiling water for whatever. 1 minute you look away, the child already has got that.
Absolutely.
So we just need to be careful about where we put those things and just wait for that water to boil and remove it, so that the kids cannot access it.
Is it more of kids or more of adults that you receive?
Hot water is more
of kids.
And flame burns is more of adults.
It's more of adults.
They
Beautiful.
cook The cooking and whatever.
Okay. Now, one last thing I need you to do is give a message. Now, we tell people to give a message to the community, but now I need you to give a message to the nurses about the awareness of bends, or maybe, how to, further treat, or just any message you would like to leave to the nurses who's going to be watching this.
Okay. To the nurses,
Yes.
continue doing the good job. This awareness is showing that we are concerned about what is happening in our communities, which is having an impact on the costs the health is already having. Because when they are bent, they also come to the hospital, which is burdened already. So if they can just continue, and we thank them for the awareness, because we are trying to reach as much community members as we possibly can with this awareness, which we do every year.
And I'm here with Dr. Mukadi Machaka, one of the organizers of the Bends Awareness. What a great initiative, I must say, because people are excited. People are asking a lot of questions. But, more than anything, what inspires you guys to say, let's do a Bends Awareness, event?
Yeah. Okay. Thanks for this opportunity. Look, we work in the Benz unit at Bara, the Roy McAlpine Benz unit, and we see people coming with bends which are preventable. So there is a lack of communication with the community. People are not aware of things that can cause bends. People are not aware of the safeties they must take in their own homes. People are not aware of little things that can be preventable that can prevent these injuries from happening. So this awareness week, for us, it means a lot. For us, it means that we have to go out in the community to remind them, because some people know information, but because it's not used, it's forgotten.
Exactly.
So to just remind them that, look, bends hurt, bends can injure, bends can divide families, bends can divide, can disable a person.
Wow.
An employed somebody can now become a disabled, a breadwinner of the family can be disabled by bends. Yes.
A lot of people are saying that this is the season where a lot of people in the households are using heat, so you see so many cases of burns. Now, one of the things you would ask is that, but how do you then prevent such things from happening in your household to get burns, but still use heat? You know what I mean?
So education, this is where we come in. Our week started it's from the 6th to the 12th of May. Yesterday, we started with a gas training course.
Okay.
So, because most of us now, we have, resorted to alternative energy. We have resorted to gas. But we don't know how to handle the gas, how to keep the gas safe at home. What happens when the gas leaks? What you must do? What are the do's and don'ts? So we started with that to educate the staff so that the information can spread to the community.
Absolutely.
So that we can know what the do's and don'ts of gas.
Absolutely.
We've been seeing a lot of patients coming in with gas explosions. All of these things are preventable, but with knowledge. If we spread the information, if we educate our people and make them aware of the dangers, there's nothing wrong with using electricity. There's nothing wrong with using gas. But you have to know a way that you use it and make it safe for yourself and for your family.
That is true. That is true. Now, with that being said, this is a great initiative, but what would be the mission or the goal or the vision with the whole idea?
The more people that we educate and, seeing a reduction in the number of burns patients, I think for us, we would feel that our message has reached home.
Beautiful, beautiful.
If we can reduce the number of patients that suffer from burns, that will be our mission completed.
That's a beautiful mission. Now, just as a doctor, one last thing I would like to ask: if I'm at home and my kid is playing right next to a primer stove, and I got a gas stove, and then gets burned a little bit, what is the first 3 steps I need to make before I even call an ambulance or rush to the hospital?
So it's a child around the gas.
Yes.
Okay, they just play.
They were playing and then they got burned.
Oh, they got burnt.
Yeah.
Okay. So the first thing, you need to remove them from the source of the burn,
Sure.
right? And then you need to take them to just normal tap water. Wherever they got burnt, you must run clear water, just tap water, for about 20 minutes.
Absolutely.
Then from there, you just take a cling wrap, you just wrap that wound, and from there you make your way to a hospital or to a clinic, or you call an ambulance.
Wow, okay, that's an easy step. So you need to follow those steps, ladies and gentlemen. It's very important. Now, the importance of such products, being introduced to the market, how are they helping the society more than anything else?
So, to be honest with you, these products, they help to reduce the number of patients that have to be hospitalized. Because, with right products, you can help the wound to heal, to reach healing progress with proper dressings.
True.
So it reduces hospital stay, it reduces the expense of the hospital that it has to spend on patients, and at least it helps the patient to be reintegrated back to their community, to be at home. They can even go to work with proper dressing, with proper care of the burns wounds.
Absolutely.
Not all burns should be, in hospital. They can be treated as an outpatient, but we need the right dressings.
Absolutely. Now, one last thing you would like to send out a message maybe to the community about, the awareness, or just any message maybe you would like to give out there. That's for you.
Okay. Okay, to the community out there, please, let's stay safe. Let's remember always that burn hurts. Prevent it at home, take measures, especially around children. Always educate them about the dangers of burns, of electricity, handling the gas correctly so that we prevent burns at home. Please, mothers, do not leave the primer stove on throughout the night because it's cold. Do not leave the gas heaters on. If there is anything that you must do, you must always keep safe, especially in this winter times. Thank you so much for this opportunity.
Thank you so much. And I'm here Limeta Tsiyenyane, right? Did I say that right?
Yes.
Tsiyenyane, definitely, ma'am. We are having this Burns Wounds Day happening today, and Burns Awareness Day happening today. What's the importance of such initiatives, by the way?
Okay, good morning, everyone. The reason for this awareness is to make the public aware of the burns that affects the community, and to assist them, especially with children, because it's very cold during winter. So everybody wants to be warm during winter. So we wanted to show them the wrong things that they shouldn't do, and we wanted to assist them, because once you can have this burn, I'm telling you, it's for life. The scar is for life. And we're going to be in the hospital for a very long time. So the reason for this awareness is just to make the community aware of the wrong things that they shouldn't do, and to assist them on doing the right things. Thank you.
And now, as a manager for nurses who works in the burns unit, right? What are some of the cases that you guys commonly see? Like, what do they come from? Or that one common thing that causes the burns that you guys see?
Okay, in terms of adult patients, we usually see the plain burns and the electric burns. And with the PEDS children is usually hot water burns.
Hot water burns.
Yes, and the burns are too worse if ever maybe they come to 40% with full thickness. So you know that the patient is going to be in burns unit for quite a very long time.
Absolutely.
And if it's plain burns, it's going to be with inhalation, so we end up in ICU.
Absolutely.
Yes.
And I mean, we can talk to the people here, but also with the nurses. What are some of the initiatives that you put out there to make sure nurses can handle the pressure from these burns patients?
Oh, you know what? Our nurses are working hard. They are working very hard, but we just have to assist them with manpower, with resources to work, and to assist them with redress, because most of them, you know, it's a trauma to them as well.
So
Because
they
if-
go through trauma
Yes.
when they see the bands and stuff.
the burns itself is is traumatic to everyone, and some of the patients die. So really, it's trauma for our nurses.
Wow,
so we
wow,
do
wow.
give them support,
Absolutely.
psychological support. We do have social workers that come and talk to our nurses.
Beautiful, beautiful,
Yes,
beautiful.
yes.
Now, I want you to look at the camera and speak to the people out there. We're speaking to the nurses, right? We're speaking to the patients. We're speaking to the community. A little bit of a message you would like to give out there. There you go. That's your time.
Okay, my name is Nyani. I just wanted to make everyone aware during this winter time to be careful, to be very careful with anything that's gonna hit the burns. The heat, the using of stoves, using of gas, using of hot water. Please be careful, because once you can get this burn, it's gonna be forever. The sky is permanent, and the healing takes a very long time. So please be careful during winter time.
And I'm here with Mr. Sinok of the EMS. Tell me a little bit about yourself, sir.
Okay, my name is Sinok Matubako.
You can have the mic. Okay. Say that again.
My name is Sinok Matubako.
Okay.
I'm the Divisional Chief for a section within the City of Johannesburg Emergency Services called PIA, which is an acronym for Public Information, Education and Relations. It's an outreach section for emergency services.
Absolutely. I had to say, he must tell what he does, because he tried telling me, and I was like, hey, you do a lot. You do a lot. But with the services that you guys provide, it's very important. I want to be a little bit practical. I'm in a shack, and my shack just caught fire. Before I even call you guys, what is the first thing I would have to do after maybe I catch a burn on my side arm? You know what I mean?
Okay. So for me, with the work that we do, because we more on the educational side, I would say that your arm doesn't even have to catch fire, because what has caused the fire, it's what has happened. Because you need to be aware of your surrounding. What are the things are in your shack that can cause fire? And then how do you use them to prevent fires from happening? So this is where you need to start. You need to do an assessment of your own house, your own shack, in terms of what are the things that can cause fire. And then if you identify them, a simple thing. Do I have a candle that I'm using because I don't have electricity?
That's the most common one, right?
Yes. Do I have a proper candle holder? That's where it comes. And those are the things that you need to do an assessment and do that. Have a proper candle holder, and then when you go to sleep, make sure that you put your candle off.
Absolutely.
And then also the children are around the house. If they run around, if they touch the table, will the candle fall and start the fire?
Why don't a lot of people even become more cognizant of that?
Exactly.
Is it ignorance, or is it a thing of lack of knowledge?
No, it's not ignorance and lack of knowledge. It's the thing of saying that it won't happen to me.
It won't happen to me.
Yeah, that's what our experiences have taught us then. To say most of the things that of people that end up in incidents of fires are people who take this thing for granted, to say that it will never happen to me.
Absolutely.
So that's where the problem is. And then if it happens that your dose catches fire, there are programs that we run. You say stop, drop, and run, so that you don't
stop, drop, and roll. Okay.
That will assist you to extinguish the fire that has catch your clothes.
Gotcha.
And the rationale behind that is that for fire to burn, you need three elements. There's something that we call fire tetrahedron. For fire to happen, it's a chemical reaction. You need fuel, which is something that can burn. You need oxygen that will propel the fire to happen. You also need heat. So if you run when your clothes have catches fire, you are fueling that fire because you're giving it oxygen. It needs oxygen,
now
so you burn more. Yeah, so when you drop, stop, and run, actually you'll be able to extinguish that fire from your clothes.
How important are events like this, where burns awareness is given to the people and the public?
Yeah, what you said earlier on, you said these things, they happen because of lack of awareness. And this kind of campaigns, they are actually going out to reach out to community to say that be aware that there's a problem with burns that are happening in our community, and most unfortunately, young children end up being the victims of burns. Yesterday, we were at pediatric burns unit. I mean, we have 9 kids that are on ventilation because of burns that have happened to them. So this is a reality. So we are here to say to people that please be aware and then take cognizance of the fact that burns do happen and then they are serious. And if they happen, what is it that you need to do? You know, because also when you have burned, you have exposed your skins. You know that burns goes into the levels of degree. You have first degree, second degree, and third degree.
Burns,
People need to understand, because if you don't treat that burn properly, you'll end up having infections, and then the treatment of your burns is going to take forever and take time.
That's why Ilo-san is very important, guys.
So that's why we are here to say that we engage with the community to make them aware of such incidents that are out there in the community.
A 3-step way to stop fire when it just starts in jail.
Yeah, I've already spoken about 3 elements that you need for fire to happen. You need fuel, you need heat, you need oxygen. So if you are able to understand that chemical reaction, if you remove one of the sources, then you are not going to have fire. If you have fire, make sure that you remove oxygen from the fire. How do you do that? You have a frying pan on the stove, and you have left it for quite some time, and it starts burning. When it starts burning, what you need to do, you can take a lid and close the pan. And when you close the pan, you suffocate the fire of oxygen, and the fire will die. Or you take a wet cloth and then you put it over the pan, and then you...
So that thing that I saw on TikTok, where there's a gas stove, it's burning, and then they took wet cloth and covered it.
You remove one element. Because your fuel, it's your gas. And then the light that is there, that's your heat. And then you need oxygen. But if you take and then wrap that cloth on the gas cylinder, you're removing oxygen, and that fire will diminish. Or you can also close to, if you are able, you can close the gas at the top. So you're cutting off the fuel, so the fire will just diminish like that.
Oh, beautiful. Now I just want you to do one thing. If you can give a message to the community, a little bit of awareness message, about with the fire and everything, just how to stop it, or whatever message you would like to give out there to the community for awareness. For you.
We are approaching to winter now, and as you can see, even today is extremely cold, and people will be going out and trying to find a way of keeping themselves warm. And we're saying when they're in the process of doing that, they must make sure that they're using proper heating equipment and make sure that they don't use open flames, because we have seen most of the fires are caused by open flames. If you go to sleep, make sure that you put off your candle, and then you also switch off your heaters. Even if sometimes you are not going to sleep, you're just going out to buy some salt or sugar. Don't say, I'm just going out for a second and let me leave the primer stove or the heater on. Make sure that every time you leave your house, make sure that you switch off all your electrical appliances, all source of heating, your candles and your heaters. Make sure that they're switched off, and in case of emergency, please contact us. You know the number to call on your cell phone, irrespective of your network, is 112. You then call the emergency services and tell them what's your emergency. Thank you. Stay safe.
And I'm here with ATA, Hani Trading Academy. Please do tell me a little bit about what you guys actually do.
Hi guys.
You can have this.
So we do safety training. So that's across a broad spectrum of industries, private through to government. If somebody can get hurt, and there is a procedure that we can help and put in place to stop people getting hurt, then we're your partners to work with.
Beautiful.
So we work a lot with the mines, working at heights, how to climb safely, prevent injuries. And so that's why we've been invited here to the Burns Prevention Week, is exactly that, prevent the burn in the first place.
Absolutely. Now, with that being said, how do you guys, as this is Burns Awareness Week, with the safety training, what are some of the, safety trainings that you guys apply to make sure that, they can support burns awareness?
So First off, our fire training,
Okay.
fire prevention, fire suppression, and then how to put out how to put out fires. First getting them before the fires get too big. Prevent the burns. First aid is a big one. A part of our curriculum is a lot about burns themselves, how to treat burns. I've been in the medical and the emergency services pretty much all my life, and I've seen some pretty horrific stuff.
I can imagine.
Rural and in the built-up areas. So it is something close to me. Is teaching people how to treat burns once they've happened. There's still a lot of myth out there about what to put on and what not to put on.
Absolutely.
So we are your people to come and teach people properly.
Absolutely. Now, I would ask you this question: as you guys train, right? What is the most important thing, or how important is these Burns Awareness Week or Burns Awareness type of initiatives?
It's important because community don't understand what burns can actually do. So, especially children, especially in homes in the rural areas, even the elderly. Those what do you call those hot water buckets?
Yes.
There's been incidents where people have actually fallen into those buckets and they've burnt very badly.
Oh, I
So
can
if we
imagine.
can give awareness and teach even the little ones
Yes.
what is important of how to be aware of what chemicals are in our house. We don't actually know because a lot
Right.
of hazardous chemicals are in our house, in
Exactly.
our cleaning materials. So
Wow.
those are also things we need to bring across and give awareness towards people like the rural areas
Absolutely.
that don't have the opportunity to go to
Absolutely.
schools and actually see what's going on.
Absolutely.
So hopefully we can put that towards the community. We want to be part of the community. We want to help where we can.
Absolutely. Now, with that being said, what is the actual mission or the vision to actually make sure with you furthermore teach and make sure that your trainings are prevalent and they teach people more?
So, so for me, it is about education. If we can get the children being taught about risk awareness, and then taking that home to their parents, to their grandparents, and we can reach out. Today it's in a hospital, tomorrow it could be in a school.
Wow.
And taking this risk assessment home,
Absolutely.
recognizing the risk, let that become second nature.
Wow. I see you guys have some accredited courses.
Yes.
Tell me a little bit more about that.
Okay, so we are accredited with construction theatre and theatre as well as QCTO, which we also do driven machinery. We do health and safety training. And also, like we said, working at heights, as well as first aid, firefighting, legal liability within the mines. We deal a lot with the guys on the mines that are also rural. We
Okay.
teach them confined spaces. So if there's any gases, that is why we also because
Absolutely.
people cannot smell the different types of gases. So
Okay.
it becomes very alarming if you don't know what you're dealing with. So
Indeed.
we show them all the different types of things, how to deal with it and what to prevent.
Absolutely.
So once again, it's risk.
Indeed,
Risk
indeed,
prevention.
Indeed. Now, I want you, both of you guys, to at least leave a message to the community, or maybe your colleagues, or the people that you train and everything. Any message that comes from your heart, or whatever that you want to spread out there. Any awareness, also for the beds.
Guys, just for me, I've been in the industry a long time. I've seen the devastation that comes from burns and accidents in the home. Come to us. We can show you some awareness that you can take back to your homes. Call us on our numbers here. We're more than happy to engage with the community and take that risk awareness back to your homes and to your loved ones.
From being in this industry for the last 20 years, I've seen a lot of injuries and a lot of incidents and accidents, and a lot of people don't know that an incident can happen so quickly, and we don't really know that things that we deal with every day is a hazard, and a hazard can cause damage to anybody. So we are hoping that this awareness for the burns especially, and for the kiddies and for the parents, they can come to us, that we can give some sort of awareness training towards them and help in the community as best as we can.
We are right here at the Ben's Wound Day event, and we are with the pretty ladies. I mean, she's a pretty lady, you can see for yourself. And then this is Umeta, but you know, Umeta can go into so many things. So I need you to tell me a little bit about what you guys actually do. Smile Foundation, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay, so
You can hold the mic.
all right, so this is Umeta. So under Umeta, we are saying that the parents matters. We're dealing with children and parents or parents of burn survivors, you know. So yeah, so what we normally do is that we start with them while the children are still in hospital. So those kids that are burnt at Ben's unit, so this is where we are based, pediatric Ben's unit. So while they're still there, we're also having the support group sessions for parents, supporting them psychologically. So now, even after the kids are being discharged, we also are there to assist them. Yeah.
That is something that I haven't even thought, Ubuti, you know, somebody can come up with such a service or foundation. What even inspires that? What inspires you guys to actually say, you know what, we're going to come and support the mothers when the kids are actually having these issues? Yeah, so we understand that it's not easy for parents. So with burns, you know, burns is not like any other maybe sickness or disease that somebody has out there. You get in hospital and then you get discharged the following day. But with burns, it leaves a scar on the inside. It's not only scars on the outside, but it's also traumatic for parents as well. So we just want to support parents out there that are going through everything that they are going through, you know. So just saying to them that they matter as much as their children matters as well. So even after post-discharge, we're also assisting the kids with scars. We're having laser treatments, and this is absolutely for free. So the foundation covers for everything. Okay, so do you guys go out there and look for the woman that needs this support, or they can actually reach out to you guys? They can reach out to us. We also go out there finding them as well. So it's two ways. Right. So they find us and then we also find them. So while they're still in hospital, that's where we take their contact details, and it's just a long journey. It's a long, just a big community of burn survivors out there that we have. A lot of women or a lot of people, parents, right, wouldn't actually be cognizant or understand that they need this type of service. You know, how does one then identify? You would say, I need the psychological help, or I need the service that you guys Umeta offers. How does one identify that? So we also have what we call trauma triggers. So when you're having those trauma triggers, you know that during this day, like maybe last year. What would you say is a trauma trigger? Maybe last year around this time it happened. You had that incident, you know, and then when it happens again the following year, the following year again, the very same date, you're going to have that reminder, something that is going to remind you that this is what I went through on this particular day. Absolutely. You know, so you know that for sure you really need some help when it's Indeed. How are women or parents receiving it? You know, the service that you guys are offering. Sure, we've had a lot of testimonials. We've had parents that are saying that it has helped their children, because it's not only for the parents, but even the children after their discharge. We're also imparting or empowering the kids, because you know that the scars can leave somebody to have low self-esteem or lack of confidence. So we're also having play therapies just to assist the children boost their confidence. So so that's what we do. Beautiful. You know, days like Ben Wound Days, Ben's awareness. Ben's awareness are not something that many people can just come up with. But how important are like such, you know, initiatives? Yeah, it's very much important. It's winter time, and now it's freezing cold out there, you know. So everybody's going to be looking for some heat. Everyone is going to be looking for some heat, you know, your heaters, boiled waters, everything out there. So it's very much important around this time of the year, just to remind people out there that you need to be aware, you know. And the support and this thing. Where do people actually get you? Okay, we've got a website. They can just take a look at Smile Foundation, or just check Umeta. Okay. It's either Umeta or Smile Foundation. Umeta or Smile Foundation? Yeah. Yes. Okay, so that's where people can actually get you. Yes. If somebody is feeling like, you know what, I feel a little bit depressed after this situation, I feel a little bit overwhelmed, they get to you and you guys offer services, right? Yes. Please outline all the services that you guys will be offering today. Okay, so today we'll just... All right, so our services is just all about psychological assistance for parents who are going through, like maybe if they have kids that are burn survivors. And we're also offering medical assistance, which is your laser treatments post-discharge. Thank you. All of a sudden, Ben's awareness, I see a baby. We are here with a baby. I don't know what's going on. What's the baby's name? Tabo. Tabo. Yes. Tell me what's going on with Tabo. You can have this, ma'am.
Okay, here. just highlighting the causes of burns, that when it's cold, don't heat the room using a heater and leave the child unattended. Because this person is not a toy. He can turn and the blanket will fall on here like this. You can see here.
Sorry. Come show this part here where the blanket can fall. So when the blanket falls, if you have
and nobody is there.
If you have a heater down there.
Fire.
I understand. It makes how does one then, prevent this from happening? Say for example, I really want to heat up the room.
Please don't heat up the room.
Unattended.
Okay. And don't heat the room. Add blankets rather. Don't
heat up the room.
No.
Rather add blankets.
The heat, remove the heater. Then we have the blankets.
Right. Okay, now let's move over there because I see you've got a couple of stuff over here. You need to tell me the whole process. Now I see. What's happening?
Ntabiseng
Hello,
is crawling, and toy is here.
And then
you crawl towards this. There's nobody here.
Then see? Okay. Yeah. What a beautiful demonstration. This is very practical. I like this actually.
And then buying the firecrackers for kids.
Okay.
It's very, very dangerous. They burn. There's no supervision using the crackers. And you find that the kids are not having fingers because of the crickets.
Because of the crickets. Makes sense.
So let's avoid buying crickets for Christmas or whatever.
Can you hear very no crickets?
Why do you buy them? You celebrate for what?
New Year. No crickets. No crickets. Okay. They've been fading away in the community, crickets basically. Actually, people don't buy them much anymore.
We go outside to the clinics.
Yeah.
We are pensioners, both of us.
Yeah.
So we go to the clinics and teach the community.
Okay, makes sense. Okay.
And then here, this hot plate must not be like this next to the child.
Okay.
I'm so killer.
Oh, I think we're
in between give you too much.
Oh, yeah.
The hot plate must not be next to the child. They climb on top of their chairs and pull here.
Oh, they can pull this thing and then all of a sudden it falls.
You see? And even when you are boiling water.
Makes sense. Very dangerous.
Very, very dangerous.
Very.
And then the lamps are very dangerous because they can fall, paraffin.
So when it falls, and the paraffin goes out, it burns the whole house. Makes sense.
The whole house.
Okay.
And then here, we are showing you the first aid.
Okay. I need the demonstration. I need to see the first aid of beds.
Okay.
Show me, ma. How do we do this? Okay.
Let's say the baby pulls.
Okay.
Pull the kettle.
Okay, so the baby pulls the kettle.
Yes, especially the chronic babies.
Okay.
Because the baby will be far down, and then the boiling water is likely to come into the head and to the rest of the body. So what happens? You remove the clothes from the kid immediately, and you have to be very fast. You can put the baby in the bath, and then use cold water from the tap.
Cold water from the tap.
And then you pour it on the baby. No matter how cold the temperature is, use cold water. Sticky cold water. No ice, no water from the fridge.
Got you.
Unkosi
wabantu. Unkosi. Igama lakho Unkosi lo. Yeah.
When you're done,
yeah.
just let the baby with a clean towel
With the clean.
Take a blanket. And you don't use the stuff over there.
Okay.
Eggs and stuff.
Got you.
Polish, you know.
Okay.
And then you rush the baby to the clinic or
Okay.
child.
Ichaile. So it's easy as that. You don't panic and start doing other things, putting Colgate on eggs.
If it's your baby, you are likely to panic.
Ne-
Because the baby is crying and it's your baby.
Yeah. Hey. Wow. Makes sense. Now, ladies, I need you guys to join in and share a message you want to leave to the community about just Ben's awareness. You know what I mean? Looking at the camera over there.
I'm a celebrity all of a sudden. Hello guys out there. Sengiyabanda manje, it's winter and the electricity yahamba, ama-transformer yamosheka. So sigcina sesilayitha amahita. Siwabeka phansi abantwana bese beyasha. Cela ukuthi nigade abantwana bangashiswa amanzi abilayo. Amanzi abilayo abuhlungu kakhulu, especially during the change of dressings. It's very, 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 very painful. Let's take care.
You ready? And I'm here with one of our own, Simon, who's always pushing Ilo-san. And you know, Ilo-san is here today. We are here at the Baragwanath. I mean, my guy, you are always preaching Ilo-san. And now today's the Ben's awareness.
Yes.
And you know, the biggest question, or rather not even a question, I know this is a culture for Ilo-san. So how are people receiving Ilo-san today at this awareness?
So the great thing about it is that today people are actually shocked that they actually have a second option to amputation, because most people, they're quick to agree with the doctors when they say, unfortunately for this wound, for this burn, it's too much, we're going to amputate, and family members are reluctant and and quick to agree. But with Ilo-san, there is a second opinion to say, actually we can actually granulate you, we can build those tissue cells, we can actually heal you and stop you from amputation, and people are surprised and happy, and that is good news for them.
That's beautiful. Have you applied it on any of the people?
Not yet so far, but funny thing is, it's a burns awareness, and people, they come and say, also for eczema. And I'm surprised that eczema is a big thing in South Africa.
Wow.
It's a big thing.
But how different is Ilo-san from many other brands that are out there that deals with bends and wounds, you know what I mean?
So the great thing about Ilo-san is that it's made out of natural oil extracts, making it good for even pets, for kids, for infants, nappy rash, not just burns, but it's burn and wound ointment. So the great thing about it is it's not only for burns only, and for wounds only, and for adults only, and for kids only. It's a full pack. You can use it from infants all the way to the elderly old age home. And you can use it on your face as well.
Absolutely. We're going to come back and have a chat with you. I want us to demonstrate Ilo-san on somebody.
Most definitely.
You know what I mean? So we can see how they feel about it, how they react towards it. You know what I mean? I did see a mannequin there.
Yes.
Are they demonstrating over there?
I'm not sure. I'll double check.
Yeah, I think we're gonna go there and demonstrate a bit. You know what I mean? Let's go. I don't know what's going on. All I see is a person smoking and drinking. Can you please tell me what's really going on with this, really?
This man is Mr. Johnson. Mr. Johnson have a problem of smoking and drank alcohol. And when he smoked, sometimes because he drank, he forgot to leave the stump outside. He sleep with the stumpy, and after that, stumpy will fetch the fire and burn yourself. Yes. And then, please, let's give education to other people, or at home or inside, or avoid to sleep with a stumpy or any cigarette, and drink to be safe, to avoid to burn ourselves. Thank you very much.
So how does the awareness of it help the community?
Awareness is to avoid the smoking and drunk with and then season of bands is sometimes winter season.
Okay.
Yes.
Oh, so winter season is the time where we see many bands.
Many bands. We must avoid smoking during the night, drunk, and forgot to switch off the heater, the stove, and then the gas cylinder, whatever. Yes.
Okay. Mr. Johnson, you must stop smoking. You must stop smoking.
Stop smoking, Mr. Johnson, please.
Thank you so much. I love your
Thank
energy.
you.
I love your energy. It's so nice. Thank you. All right. Sir, how are you doing?
Good, and yourself?
Good. Bands Awareness Day today. I see a lot of people are all about talking out about bands and everything, but you need to tell me about your setup here. What's really going on?
Okay. No, thank you so much. My name is Webster and I'm from Tara Healthcare. Yes, so Tara Healthcare, we specialize in medical devices and also we specialize in medical consumables. We've been in the market for over a decade now. So we are the guys who are providing support to the hospitals. Yes. So when the patient is already banned, that's where we come in. They call us and say, please bring in your consumables so that we can assist those who are banned.
What are some of the consumables when you refer to consumables?
So we're referring to medical consumables such as dressings. So dressings that are used to dress the patients whenever they have all types of wounds. Even burn wounds can be used, our devices. So what you are looking at, it's a device called Topivec. So the device called Topivec is responsible for doing two therapies. So there's a therapy that's called negative pressure wound therapy. Yeah, so it uses suction mechanism to promote wound healing by sucking excessive exudate from the wound. Yes. And then with with the device also you can do wound irrigation. So basically you are cleaning the wound, you are debriding the wound using this intervention. Yeah. So these are the dressings that we're currently using. Yes, and patients are using these dressings to shorten their hospital stay. You know how it is in South Africa at the moment, especially with government. They have budget constraints. So with this one, they're saving a lot of money by having a patient stay less days in the hospital and allowing another patient to take over. Right.
Change beds and stuff.
Absolutely.
What's the importance of Bands Awareness Day like this?
It's important to raise awareness so that you can prevent from the patients from experiencing any bends. And as you know, prevention is better than cure. True. Even though we come after this whole thing has happened, after the patient has been banned, but we are always promoting safe precautions whenever you're dealing with substances that are highly flammable, substances that may lead you to experience any bans events. Yeah.
Beautiful. Thank you for the interview. And
absolutely.
I think you guys are providing some really, really important services.
Yes, we are. Tara Healthcare.
Tara Healthcare. They got proven industry experience, leading South African healthcare suppliers, cardiology solutions, wound care services, like everything is just amazing. Did you learn about Ilosan?
Ilosan?
Yeah.
No. Please tell me more.
The band thingy that they apply on people and stuff like that?
Yes.
You should come to that table there and check it out.
I'll definitely do that.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, my man.
I'm here with one of the organizers, the beautiful bright smile lady herself. You can see you. Yeah, I know. She's here indeed creating an awareness, Bands Awareness Day. What inspired you guys to even start this type of event?
You know our community, especially the black community, which is mostly poverty stricken, if I may say. So, and where they live, you know, the conditions that they live under, they are much prone to getting burnt.
Because they use gas, they use alternative energy,
Yes, especially in the informal settlements. as it is winter now, as I'm working in the burns unit,
Yes.
we see a lot of cases.
What's the worst case you've ever seen?
There's not even the worst. There's the worst of the worst. You know, where we get like electrical burns, patients with electrical burns, where their limbs literally fall off. Yes. So yes, we do get those. So we just need our community to be very much aware.
Absolutely.
And keep safe this winter.
Indeed.
To say, look, we know that we have to use stoves, heaters. We know that some of them, they don't have electricity.
But there are ways.
Yes, but there are ways to prevent burns.
Got you. Now, with that being said, like, do you guys maybe sometimes go to the actual communities, or is this just the beginning of starting to maybe create a bigger awareness?
It's the beginning.
Okay.
To create a bigger awareness.
Okay.
But we do have one of our retired burns nurses who are actually doing outreach to the clinics. Yes, to the clinics.
Okay.
So with us, it's a start of a big thing. So
Right.
this year,
Yeah.
it's the start. Going forward, it's going to be even bigger.
How are you gonna make it bigger?
We are going to go to schools. We are going to go to clinics. Just do an outreach. So every year it's going to be a different setting.
Definitely. It would be amazing to see you guys go in the squatter camps, go assess each and every household, type of initiative and see how people needing help. You know what I mean? But what is that one? How do you prevent fire in a house where you need gas, according to your knowledge?
Where we need gas.
Well, if I'm staying in a shack and I need to use gas in the house, how do I prevent any unforeseen, issues?
Squatter camps, candles. The ones using candles, they must make sure that the candles are away from the curtains, from the blankets, from anything that's gonna catch fire. And where they put their candles, they must make sure that they have a container with sand and put the candle there, because then it's not easy for it to fall over.
Got you. So if you put a cup, you must put some sand inside of it so it can stand. Got you.
So that doesn't fall over.
Absolutely.
And then with the hot water,
yes.
Sometimes we just like pouring hot water, then cold water for baths, even for bathing babies. So what do they need to do? Cold water first, then hot water. Because we've got children who will not be aware that the water is hot, and they know it's bath time, they will just jump into the water, not knowing that the water is hot. So if you start with cold water, then it's much safer.
Exactly.
And you can add
You can dilute the water nicely and perfectly. Now, if I get bent quickly, how do I have Ilosan in my house? According to the knowledge that you have as you work in the burns unit, how do you apply? Do I get bent like actual fire? Then I go for this thing and I apply?
No.
Tell me the process.
Actual fire, then whatever part of the body that is affected, let's say on the arm, right? Straight to your tap, need to run that area under running water for like 10 to 15, 20 minutes. So now, why do we do that? To cool down the area. It brings down the temperature, and it also decreases the pain. That's going to feel.
Makes sense.
Then after, you can just cover with a clean cloth. Then you can apply it.
Makes sense. Beautiful. Now, with a little bit of a minute, the message you want to send to the community and maybe the organizers and everybody who's involved, but mainly the community about burns awareness, message you would like to send?
To our community, just keep safe this winter. We know that we need to use our heaters, but make sure that wherever you put your heater, it's very far away from the curtains and from the blankets. Take care of the children. They must not play next to boiling water because accidents do happen. When you are bathing the elderly or the very small children, as they are vulnerable, make sure that when you put that water, firstly cold water, then hot water and dilute it according to how you prefer it. Please stay safe this winter.
And I'm here with Ausi Sara. Ausi, you okay?
I'm
You can
okay,
have this.
thank you.
You can have this. Now, today is Burns Awareness Day, right? And you work with quality assurance. How do you make sure the quality? How do you assure the quality the nurses are, they assure the community we can take care of the bands and the situations that you go through?
Okay, thank you for the opportunity. As quality assurance, we make sure that the nurses in the hospital, not only the nurses, all the healthcare workers adhere to the norms and standards as set out by the Office of Health Compliance Standard. So each and every procedure has to be operated in a standard way. So we make sure that the healthcare workers adhere to those standards as held by actually from the Constitution of the Republic of South Africa, from the National Health Act, and the norms and standards as set out by the OHSC.
Beautiful. And what are some of the measures that have been put in place to actually make sure you intensively take care of all the band patients, mainly those ones?
Okay, we have internal standard operating procedures. We have protocols and policies. Yes.
Oh, beautiful, beautiful. That's very clear. Now, I need you to give me a little bit of a message to all the nurses about what you've put in place as a quality to ensure that, and also, how to make sure they can receive all the people that have issues with bands and everything like that.
Okay, all the healthcare workers, I have the message to you. Please adhere to the standard operating procedures as set out by the Quality Assurance Department. Make sure you practice according to the standard operating procedure, the protocols as set out in the hospital.
It's able to granulate build tissue cells. It's very good also for proper blood flow circulation. Now you have lack of proper blood flow circulation. The ointment is able to facilitate that for you. And it's very great also, Maunama wounds, those wounds that you've had for years, whether it's 3 years, 5 years, 8 years, it's able to actually build the tissue cells, granulate, and actually improve proper blood circulation, and no healing takes place without a moist environment. So you do need a moist environment. The moist environment is the one that will allow you to gain that healing that you need. So also Nama pressure sores, it's very good for that as well. Eczema, boils, skin infection, nappy rash, you name it. For kids, it's very good also as well. Aina ndabuguti what age, or you can use it on the face, you can use it on the kids, you can use it on infants. It's very great for amapens and wounds. Do you have any questions?
Any side effects?
Not that we have heard of any so far. It's lab tested. It's been tested on animals. It's been tested on humans. We haven't seen any side effects yet so far.
Okay, so where do I get this?
You get it from us, Exclusive Medical Agency. You can check our website, Exclusive Medical. You can also get it even right here, because this one here, 125 gram, it retails for 207. But only today, right now, as part of the awareness campaign, we make it only for 100 rand. Only 100. This one, it retails for 425, but only for this Ben's awareness, we retail it for only 300 rand. But you can also write down your details. We can be in touch with you to share further in terms of our details and how we can make it accessible to you.
Yeah.
So where are you based? Benoni.
Where I'm based, where I stay in Pretoria.
Yes, Pretoria. Okay. And do you work in a hospital?
Yes.
All right. Which hospital?
Honolulu.
Which one?
Yeah.
Bara. Oh, you stay in Pretoria, you work for Bara. Chai, you travel.